Hey girl, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Kayla. Today's video is going to be testing out new drugstore products that I found recently at the drugstore. If you guys have not seen my drugstore haul, I just posted that a few days ago, so go check that out. I had 3 foundation options to choose from, so I chose the Maybelline one, so I have to match it with my Maybelline Master Prime Primer that I just picked up. And it says it blurs and minimizes pores, so we'll have to see if it does that. Okay. This smells almost like, it doesn't have a perfume scent, but it smells almost like, I want to say the Makeup Forever primer, but it could be the Smashbox primer. I haven't used that in forever, so I don't remember what it smells like. Currently don't have it in my collection at the moment. I only had a sample size of it and I really liked it. So far, let me bring up the mirror because I have it kind of doesn't really do anything. But we'll have to see how the foundation applies on the skin. My skin doesn't look bad, but it doesn't look very different. So next I'm taking the Maybelline Dream Urban Cover Foundation in the shade 228 Soft Tan. I'm just gonna apply this on the back of my hand. That looks very runny. I probably should have shaken it before. So I'm gonna take my e.l.f. Precision Concealer Sponge. It says for liquids and creams, and I'm just gonna use this as a foundation sponge. We'll see how this goes. I know it's tapered at the ends, so it's not really made for foundation. However, I couldn't find a foundation one, but I think it'll be fine, you know? So far, this foundation blends really nicely. However, it is a light to medium coverage. So I want to see if I can build this up, only because you can still see my acne scarring peeking through, and that's just an insecurity of mine. Whenever I see natural makeup, I don't want my acne scarring peeking through. The sponge is super soft, by the way. Just letting you guys know, this, when I pulled it out of the packaging to go wet it, the only reason why I didn't show you guys me pulling it out the packaging was because I went to go wet it before I started this video, and oh my gosh, it is super soft, it is super squishy. And that's my number one thing about the alternative beauty blenders, is that I want them to just be as soft as a beauty blender, because if not, I don't want something rough pouncing on my face. Like, it just doesn't work well like that. For concealer, I'm going to be taking my Maybelline Superstay Light Medium Concealer, and this is the number 18. I got this to highlight. I am hoping that this isn't too light, but we will see. If anything, I can always work that out. The only thing about this is like the packaging, you can't really tell what the actual shade is. Oh, this is cool. Okay, so it comes in this tube, and I thought it was like a squeezy tube, but I was like, wait, it's a doe foot applicator. And I'm like, okay, well, it's gonna be a squeezy tube with a doe foot applicator, but this is legit. Oh my gosh, this is cool. I really like this. So let's just see how this goes on. I would be really excited to try this out with the Superstay foundation that I wear on a daily basis. I'm just gonna blend that out and see how full coverage it actually is, because it does claim that it is full coverage. You know what? I'm gonna use the smaller side of this because I don't know why I didn't do that from the get-go. So this claims that it is full coverage and lasts for 24 hours. And it's light to medium coverage. I only applied a small amount, so we'll see how that goes. But I do have to say that it is brightening my under eyes really well. And oh my gosh, this is blending out exquisitely. I'm concealed, like, hello. Dude, this concealer, legit, oh my god, I need to get this in a shade that actually matches me, because this looks crazy. I'm gonna go back and pick this up, because this is bomb. Okay, I totally forgot to get a setting powder, so I'm going to use my Wet n Wild banana powder. This is just the lid. We're gonna see how this applies with this concealer. I like this precision sponge. You can really get in there. This is natural. I feel like this foundation isn't It says it's full coverage, but I'm not getting full coverage. I'm getting like medium coverage, light to medium coverage. So I couldn't build it up. I mean, maybe I'm doing it wrong. So I would have to say this is something for like your pool days, something natural makeup for school, most definitely. It's not gonna cover up your acne scarring or your acne, but this concealer is pretty bomb. So I'm just gonna go ahead and bake real quick with my banana powder. Okay, I am impressed so far. So we're gonna move on to eyebrows while this bakes. I repurchased the Wet n Wild retractable brow pencil, and this is in the shade medium brown. I absolutely love this product. It is amazing. I know my eyebrows are a little crazy. They get a little crazy too fast. I am trying to let them grow. I got them waxed a few weeks ago, but I don't like to get them waxed too often. I need to get scissors so that I can just like, but I don't have any, so I've been meaning to buy some. Oh yeah, as well, this is a dual-ended product as well. And you have your spoolie right here, and then you have your retractable brow pencil right here. Okay, so I apologize, my camera cut off, but I have not seen a drugstore concealer that has performed like this one in a very long time. Actually, don't remember when I've seen a drugstore concealer perform like this. So I'm going to use it to prime my eyes. And I'm gonna use a beauty blender to blend this out. I've actually already done this, but my computer cut off like right before I started doing my eyes, so I have to take off the makeup. Luckily, I wasn't too far into it, but I had to take off the makeup. So far, I had already primed my eyes, and I started doing two eyeshadows on the lid. So for the eyeshadow palette that I'm using today, I'm using the Wonderlust palette from Profusion that I purchased at Walmart. What I already started doing was using Statement and Nostalgia, and I was probably gonna go over it with Cruise, but so far I have these two on the lid. So I think I'm gonna do that. I really like Jade and Hypnotic. These like green shades right here are really calling out to me, but I want to do something I haven't done. So the palette came with this brush, and I've already started using it, but I think it worked better as like a smoking brush, something to like blend out the smokiness of the outer eyes, or sorry, the transition shades or the outer shades. And I was using, well, I'm gonna place Statement in the crease, and I'm going for more of like a rounded eye shape today. I took a BH Cosmetics number 8 brush and applied Nostalgia. I applied that right underneath where we applied Statement. Then I'm going to take the Profusion brush and blend the edges out. This brush works so well for blending, but it's not something to pack on color. So if you guys buy this palette, you definitely should pick up some brushes. I mean, either way, when you're starting your collection, you should definitely invest in some good brushes. I do have to say that these blend so well. It's like butter on your freaking eyes. It's gorgeous. For the lid, I'm going to be taking Cruise, and I'm taking that with a flat shader brush without it being wet, just to see how it applies. Because this is the true, oh my gosh, it is pigmented. She is pigmented, ladies and gentlemen. Dude, oh my god, this is oh pretty. I definitely want to go in with the wet brush and see how that looks, because this looks bomb without it being wet. Can you imagine if it actually was wet? So I'm gonna take Wet n Wild matte finishing spray, and I'm just going to spray. Oh Lord, that is gorgeous. Okay. That is fine. I'm gonna take a bit of Stormy. I'm gonna go in with the same flat shader brush. I'm gonna apply some spray to it right on the center. Oh my god, this, holy shit. Well, but I'm gonna take Statement and Nostalgia mixed together and apply that on the lower lash line. I'm gonna take Chill, okay? Do a little bit of Chill. Pop that in the inner corner because I feel like this look needs a bit of something. I'm going to curl my lashes really quick. I'm going to take my Essence Lash Princess waterproof mascara and we're going to test this bad boy out. I am super excited. This says it gives you the false lash effect, so we'll see how that goes, but this applicator looks very volumizing, so hopefully that will work out. Okay. Whoa. I see what everybody's talking about here. Dude, this mascara is pretty bomb. I'm getting it all over my freaking lid, but it's okay. We'll take that off in a second. So I wanted to apologize for what feels to me like lack of energy. I am a little under the weather. I'm starting to get sick. In the last 2 days, I've just felt like doing nothing. But today I kept having to push myself and tell myself, like, you need to get up and clean, you need to get up and film, like, you need to just do something because I only had 3 days off this week. And I said, like, only, like, 3 days off is a lot for me. And I really wanted to make the best time of it because I don't get 3 consecutive days off. If anything, I get 2 days off or 3 days off, but they're not consecutive. Like, I'll get 1 day here, 1 day there, 1 day somewhere else. And to have 3 days off in a row is really nice because I can just film and edit. I'm going to take the Maybelline City Bronzer in the shade 300 and I'm just gonna apply that on the cheeks. I'm going to take a Morphe M527 brush and apply this. Ooh, there's a lot of kickback. Okay, hold on. Ooh, I feel like that might be a lot. Okay, let's see. Uh-oh, I'm getting it on my headband. She is pigmented. Okay, that looks better. Can never find drugstore bronzers to save my life. I mean, bronzers to begin with are difficult, but drugstore is just even more difficult. Dude, that looks dope. Ooh, this is tough. I'm looking more at Teddy. I feel like I'm feeling Teddy a little bit more. For blush, I'm going to be taking the Profusion 6 shade blush palette and I'm going to be using the shade Popular and just applying that on the cheeks. This really does give a nice color to your face. I kind of wish they had like a darker palette, or maybe my Walmart just didn't have it if they do, but something with like a little bit darker shades, not too pinky or more like peachy. I'm going to take my Milani highlighting powder and this is in the shade Stellar Lights. I'm going to be taking, I don't know you know what? Yes, I do. I want to take Golden Quartz and just apply that on the cheeks. Okay. The only thing I have to say about this is that it goes on really pigmented, but it's a little chalky. It really does bring out the texture a bit on my cheeks, and that's because I don't have a lot. So, apply some right there. Okay. For lips, I'm going to be taking the e.l.f. liquid lipstick in the shade Praline. Oh my gosh. This color looks gorgeous. It feels very lightweight on the lips. Like, it makes my lips look super good. I don't know. I love this. This is really cute. Okay. Bring it, e.l.f. I really like this. I would love to see more shades from them because the Target I went to didn't have a lot of shades and I didn't really see this at every store that I went to, so I'm definitely going to have to order some offline, but I don't know how their shade range is. I don't know how wide it is, but this feels very nice and it dried super fast. Okay, so I'm gonna finish this off with the Wet n Wild Matte Finish Setting Spray. Overall, I think the makeup turned out very beautiful. My least favorites, I would have to say, were the Maybelline Dream Urban Cover Foundation and the Prime Perfection. I don't think these did really what they claimed to do. This one, it just kind of went on greasy. It wasn't terrible, don't get me wrong. My foundation is sticking, everything's sticking, but it still was kind of greasy and it didn't really blur my pores like it claimed it was going to. The Urban Cover is a really good natural foundation. It has SPF. It's really good for like pool days, for beach days. However, it's not full coverage. It claims that it is. I want to say it's more light to medium and you can build it up, but I feel like I would have to put another layer on for that full coverage. I'm not getting it all like the Superstay foundation. This is full coverage. I mean, it could be the applicator that I used. Maybe the sponge wasn't good, so I'm gonna have to give this a second shot because again, this does say that it is full coverage, so I wasn't seeing it. Again, the sponge could be eating it up, who knows. So I'm definitely gonna give this a second chance only because I really do love the finish of it. It was a little greasy towards the end, but that's definitely the sunscreen in it, and it wasn't something that a powder couldn't fix. Now, as far as my favorites go, I would definitely have to say for sure from Maybelline as well. Maybelline is just like I did a lot of Maybelline in this, and I didn't realize it when I purchased everything. I just saw things and I was like, grab, let's try it out. But the Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage Concealer is bomb. Like, this legit is like in the top 10. I need to probably battle it out against the Tarte Shape Tape because this looks good. My eyes, my under eyes look super good. I have to get something that matches my skin tone a lot better because I know that they have a lot of shades in this line, and I want to get something that matches me more for a more full coverage, you know. But also on those days that I want to go a little bit lighter and not wear foundation, I can apply this because it blends really well. It doesn't look drastic. It's not like a totally different shade. I mean, it's a different shade, but you know what I'm saying? And there isn't like this cast of when you apply concealer and you want to go lighter on days and just powder it up, you can see where you applied the concealer. Like, you have like, say if I put concealer right here and I go natural everywhere else, you can see the spot of concealer even when I apply powder all over my face. And I feel like with this, it doesn't do that. It looks natural. It goes on really nicely. I love this concealer so much. Other top favorite was the Lash Princess from Essence. That was super, oh my gosh, like this is gonna be an everyday mascara. I love this mascara. This is so good. And it's waterproof, so I can wear this to the movies. This is something that I want to try out on a natural day and see if it looks okay, because there's times where you can apply a lot of mascara and kind of go natural, and it looks kind of weird where your face is natural but your mascara is like crazy, you know, and I feel like it doesn't match, and I want to see if this would look so well on a natural day. But this is so good for like glam makeup so far. I love this so much. It really volumizes my lashes and it lengthens them as well. So another favorite of these would have to be the e.l.f. liquid lipstick, and this is so good. It goes on so lightweight, it dries really fast, and it's not drying at all. I'm like, am I wearing anything? Like, this is weird because I've applied liquid lipsticks before to where I can feel that I have something on there. This feels like there's nothing on there. I'm just kind of like, what? Like, what is there? What's going on? It feels like my lips, it just feels so lightweight, and I would definitely recommend checking this out if you guys haven't. It's like $6. Honestly, it's so inexpensive, and this is so good. I want every other shade. e.l.f., if you're out there, I hope you've made a huge shade range because I'm gonna go buy it. Like,